Hey everybody!
Hey!
What is going on? We got Emerald Gamer here, and joining me is Cobalt Gamer, Cole. So Cole and Cole making the Cole train once again. An audible fist bump right there. But welcome to another Gamer Speak. This one, well, I guess it's going to be kind of news related in a way, but at the same time, it's more or less of what I was talking about earlier this week, which is making these more about discussion. So today's topic is Smash Brothers, specifically Smash Brothers Ultimate. Now, first part's definitely going to be news. Yeah. Oh yeah, going to be super great. I don't want to say it's going to be the greatest Smash of all time, but they're definitely making a lot of things that are not beginner friendly, and I'll get to that whenever it's time. But for now, this is going to be a longer one, by the way. Almost podcast length, maybe like mini podcast length. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
It's going anywhere, honestly.
Yeah.
We're talking about a lot.
Yep, we are talking about a lot. So, without further ado, let's get into that direct, that spicy, saucy direct. And did they talk about the direct being at Evo or something? Like, instead of being up on stage or whatever, they just said like, hey, there's a direct.
I don't know when they actually announced the direct. I think I heard about it from you. You sent me like a picture of like the date, and you're like, it's happening.
Because I missed all of the announcements for Evo. I think I was working whenever they happened, or sleeping, or something like that. I don't remember. All I know is I just missed it for some reason. And then I came to look at everything, and then there was just like some news on Twitter for a direct on the day on the 8th, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was 8/8.
8.
Yeah, the 8/8 date, and I was like, oh hell yeah! Well, this is going to be great. Even though it was only one of the 30-minute ones, which is kind of my pet peeve because
like an hour. What do you mean?
I mean, it really did. But I mean,
great.
I really miss the days when they would do directs that were like at least 45 minutes to an hour long. It just feels like they have to rush things so much. They don't get to talk about it too much. Whatever. But the direct, oof. They made some very great decisions starting out. They started off with a character trailer.
Oh man.
Which, by the way, that like trailer intros I like. It's just super simplistic. Just the white and black and just boop. Like that's all it is. Like I don't know. I love it. It's not as over dramatic as the Smash 4 ones were, which were really cool.
Smash 4 reveals were so hype when they were coming out and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I already feel this one too. Like hype is just as much, if not higher, right now.
Honestly, I think it's just because of Smash Brothers that does that to us. It's just like, oh, here we go, Smash Bros. Because I mean, when you think about it, it's like, when you think about it, imagine if 4 didn't have DLC of any kind. Like that,
We wouldn't have had any reveals in so long.
Yeah, that's what it was kind of like from Brawl to 4. And even if the gap between reveals was like only like what 2 years at the very most, something like that, a year or two.
Remember.
But like, because Cloud was Bayonetta was the last one, so I don't even remember how long ago that was. It was like a year. It was at least 2 years ago. But there was only a 2-year gap difference, and they still feel like Smash Brothers. Not just like, oh, it's Smash Brothers, yay. But like, no, they just know how to start the hype with those trailers. I don't know what it is. But so let's talk about this first trailer. The question is, because I saw a lot of reactions on this direct. I probably watched this direct like 7 or 8 times over and over and over again, just watching people's reactions. But how many people you think thought it was Simon Belmont right off the start, or did you know it was Simon Belmont?
At the moment, I follow like a lot of Smash videos on YouTube and stuff. So there was a bunch of people talking about Simon up to the direct. So whenever it started and I saw Castle, I'm not gonna lie, my very first thought was Dark Souls. And then immediately I saw the guy walking. I'm like, no, that's not Dark Souls. That is definitely Simon. It took me a moment, but everyone else seemed to get it right away. I failed. I saw Castle and I was like, dude, this looks like Dark Souls.
I don't know what it was for me. It was mostly the rain. I feel like, in the trailer, where I was like, because at the beginning of Symphony of the Night, you're like running towards the castle, like you're running towards Castlevania, but you're in the rain as Alucard, and I'm like, Castlevania. I don't know why that made me be like that, of all things, but I was not surprised, though, at the same time.
I was happy.
I was very happy.
I don't know anything about Castlevania, but I love the idea of Simon Belmont in Smash.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to complain about that at all.
Well, because that's just, like, something that always confused me about things like that.
It's the blonde one.
Yeah,
I didn't like the newer red one.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you would think that he would be one of the first characters ever, because Castlevania is like a huge part of Nintendo history. That's like one of the games that like put them on the list. Castlevania 1 is like ridiculously famous. That game is fantastic, but they just took them this long to do it. And Simon Belmont was the third character I put. I put in like 50 characters on the ballot at least, but Simon Belmont was definitely the third one I came up with. Like, right off the top of my head. I was like, his move list is literally all there. It's like, there's nothing to really even debate about. It's like, oh, the only thing to debate about is where do we put him? Like, it does not matter. And, like, there was such a good opportunity. They showed off the stage.
Oh, man, yeah.
And the stage was like, the stage was Symphony of the Night related. Like, that... At least they decided to put that in. That is what I liked. But it was But then the Richter Echo Fighter, which was kind of out of left field in a way. I wasn't really expecting 2 reps.
I wasn't either. Whenever I was watching it and it cut out and he did like his little thing and then it just goes like Richter crosses over. I was like, I think I'm gonna play Richter just because he's the second guy.
Well, I kind of found it weird because I was like...
I don't know what their differences are yet. Other than blue fire.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I feel like most... Well, I mean, in the case of that it is, most of the Echo Fighters is like a damage, like, difference. Like, I mean, they're not necessarily Echo Fighters, but Link and Toon Link are basically the same thing.
I think it's probably going to be more about how it is kind of with Dark Pit and Pit. That maybe their moves send them at different angles or something. Yeah. That could be cool. Different combo opportunities between 2 different characters.
Yeah. But, like, for some reason, like, that whole... I didn't think it was going to be Simon. I thought it was going to be, like, Alucard at the beginning before they actually showed him, like, walking. And I was like, Symphony of the Night, my favorite! And the stage was even there and everything. And I was like, wait a minute, why is Simon in this situation right now? This is not like a Simon thing.
What do you think Luigi's in there for?
And then Richter showed up, and it was like, oh, that makes sense, because there's a whole part in Symphony of the Night with the prologue of the game where you play as Richter instead of Alucard, and you fight Dracula just like that, which is pretty cool. Like, they kept it, like, pretty, like, story element accurate, which is pretty neat. But then the thing that kind of moves me about the whole deal, like in a negative way, if anything, is they didn't really necessarily, like, they talked about the boss thing and how there's different bosses, but they said that there was a certain criteria to be met for Dracula, and then there was one that they didn't even show. Like, there was one that was just question marks.
Baby Dracula.
Oh boy. Sounds like fun. But they didn't really say the criteria. They just left it a mystery, which I feel like
that's awesome.
It's kind of cool because you'll have to figure it out, because I mean,
it feels more old school, honestly. Like in Melee, when you had to figure out how to unlock everything, which I am excited for in this game, unlocking characters.
Yeah.
We'll get on to that.
We'll get to that. But and then the other super negative thing is they put Alucard in the game, but they just made him an Echo Fighter, and I was like, that's...
Echo? You mean trophy?
Or trophy. It's his trophy, my bad. But
say 3 reps.
I'm jumping ahead. But like,
Metro takes this long to get 4, but we
yeah,
hit him with the right away.
He had such an opportunity. Like usually when I think of Castlevania, that's the game that I think of as the game that he's from. I think of Simon from like the older games. But the most popular one, I feel like, is like Dracula X, which is a Richter game, I'm pretty sure. And then
he's from something with blood in it.
Oh, Rondo of Blood.
That's the one he's from.
But is the ones I think of are Dracula X and Symphony of the Night, and that's solely because those are like the games that made Castlevania what it is today, basically. And that's whatever. That's neither here or there. But fucking like the blue like after shading movements that he has would have been so nice to have that as like a character, like when he dodges and stuff. Yeah.
Just debates. He's just Bayonetta Echo. What do you mean?
He's pretty cool.
Bayonetta Echo totally makes
But
sense.
I digress. Other than that, though, that's really all I have to say about the Simon Belmont trailer. Oh, and the fact that they're just randomly just killing characters now for trailers.
Completely cut. Take him off the list. Him, Mega Man, Mario, not in the game.
I mean, I can understand Mario sort of surviving from the first one.
Yeah, he just grabbed his face.
Mega Man, no. Oh, he dead. Bye-bye.
I mean, he a robot. Maybe he doesn't need his stomach.
But, like, Luigi, that man dead forever. He's gone. And fucking...
Shame.
Oh.
At least Waluigi can take his place now.
It's not gonna happen. I don't know why there's still a movement for that. Like, there was a whole string of conspiracy theories of like, Waluigi's still gonna be in Smash even though he's an assist trophy. They're gonna take him out of the game.
He can be DLC possibly, but
possibly.
I don't see him in base roster.
I don't see him at all. To be honest,
it'll happen eventually.
It has to eventually, but maybe not even this game.
Maybe not.
But anyway, moving on. What was the next thing?
Me costume.
Oh, they showed more Echo Fighters after that. That was like the next.
Oh my gosh.
No, boy.
Bob Crown.
Cole got his fucking wish.
His day has come.
Finally got
He got his chance another day, guys. It happened.
When it happened, they showed the the Battlefield Fire Emblem stage in the background, and I was like, oh, it's Fire Emblem character. I was expecting Chrom, and it happened.
Boy, the moment he said 2 Echo Fighters from 2 different games, I was done. I was already that freaking out.
I wasn't super enthused. I was more or less just happy. It was one of those characters where I was like, wow,
Cole,
now can Cole shut up because he's in the game now.
I've been sending Cole messages ever since they E3, like, they didn't show Robin's final smash.
He's in Chrom.
It's Chrom. He's confirmed.
But fucking then they did that, but I do gotta say his move list pleasantly surprised me. I thought it was just gonna be like a boring carbon copy character, but that character is actually pretty nice.
Yeah. Not only does the move he used looks like Aether and whatnot.
But it's not.
It's not. It's like, first off, it has its own ground move. If you look at it, he does like this weird animation on the ground that looks like it has a hitbox. But then he does his move where he does in the Ferox Arena, I think it's called, where it just spins. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
He has his own special move, and he is mostly just Roy. Honestly, all his other stuff is just Roy, except for his own special move, which looks like Ike's. So I'm still gonna call him a mix of Ike and Roy because those are my like 2 mains. So Chrom's, it's over though.
I mean, that was the main argument for not putting Chrom in the game, is that he was too similar to Ike.
And then you just made him a Roy Echo. What the hell were you guys? You guys lied to me. Not only did you just lie about that, you told me that Chrom couldn't do Aether, which is a flat lie.
Prediction though.
Palutena worst character because she don't know what she's talking about.
Garbage. But anyway, prediction: Chrom's gonna be the best Fire Emblem character in the game. Probably. Just looking at that character, he looks like he's going to be the best character. Like, best Fire Emblem character, at least.
It's confusing to me, because he's going to be, like, his recovery is going to be similar to all the other ones other than Ike, and, like, Robin, of course.
Yeah.
Corrin, I forgot Corrin.
Fuck Corrin.
Corrin's fucking strong, anyway. But he doesn't have the side movement that Ike does in his recovery, so his side stuff's just going to be just as strong as the other ones, but they also, their upbeats help them sideways too, where Chrom's is not. So he's gonna be the worst at sideways horizontal recovery. And that's what I'm worried about the most. He has none of it. Completely none of it.
That is kind of unfortunate. I feel like we haven't really seen exactly like how his shit works though. I feel like there'll be a lot of plays in this one where you'll be able to make, because it's one of those things where, like, the game mechanics-wise has changed so drastically, because that's what Smash does. Every game, the physics and the mechanics always change. So, for all we know, a lot of that stuff that like for instance, like the side, like the air dodge thing mechanic.
Oh yeah, that's true. They all have it.
Like every,
You can
like
at least get a little bit.
yeah, like every character, like I guarantee you, there's gonna be at least something for it. Like it's gonna be pretty nice. I feel like no character is gonna be at a real disadvantage.
We didn't talk about their movesets, Richter and Simon, at all.
I mean, it's Castlevania. There's not really much to.
You see that up smash is gonna be nasty.
The only thing that I even remotely, the only thing I remotely was like, all right, I like that, was the fucking put a lid on that coffin and then just fucking
Literally
attacking with
every
Jesus.
single time I see Grand Cross and the animation Simon does,
Put a lid
I
on
just
that
imagine, because he just goes like, braces his hand out in a palm, and I just imagine, boy, as he just, that's all I can think of. It's just him screaming, boy, as he sends you into the sky.
It is a very
I'm
nice
a meme,
Final
I'm
Smash.
sorry, but
Also, Chrome's Final Smash is like it's more like an actual fight in the older Fire Emblem games, where it's like he would do a move and then another one would happen and that
it
kills him.
zooms in. If only they had his face thing in the bottom right, then it'd really be
That
the fire.
would, yeah. I feel like that
But right
would be
now,
a
it
nice
did look
touch.
kind of boring, but I'm fine with it because, Chrom is going to be the best character in Smash.
Oh,
We need to stop talking so much about Chrom. We really should. We need to move on to, Dark Samus.
Yeah, no, Dark Samus, which is a character I always thought would be kind of neat. I just didn't know really how they would do it differently. And even though it's not physically different, you can tell that the properties of it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not. It doesn't even really have a gender. It's just like a
It's an
blob.
alien. It
Yeah.
just blobbed up and was like, hey,
Hey, I'm Samus now.
I'm Samus now.
I don't know. I like how it floats. I like how it floats, and it has it's gonna have that. I don't know. I've always been a fan of that darkness effect that Mewtwo and Ganon give off when they hit. I think that's pretty neat. But
The way it charges its blasters, it's
Yeah.
order. All the edgelords, they're ready. They're ready to pick a new main up. Them and Dark Pit.
I mean, I'll probably never play Samus that well or at all, to be honest, because she's just not my playstyle. But Dark Samus, I don't know what it is about it, but I might just pick it up. I'll see.
I watched a video of a guy who, I don't remember his name or anything, but he was talking about how Dark Samus is already going to be way better than regular Samus, just because when Samus dodges on the ground, she curls up into her ball and stuff.
Yeah.
But Dark Samus doesn't do that, so you don't have to deal with the millions of animation frames after
Yeah.
rolling out the ball to be able to attack.
I also feel like he'll be a lot Dark Samus will probably be a lot faster, to be honest. If you notice, most of the floaty characters are usually a lot faster than the other
I'm
ones.
expecting them to be similar speed mostly. It's just when you float, the dash attack is the fucking most. It just looks like they just collided with you.
Yeah.
They're just running at you.
Football.
Shoulder bash you real quick.
But fuck
The blaster charge though does look really good.
yeah, it does.
You'll never know what's under that giant. I don't even know what color that was. It was like purple blue. It was
Yeah,
literally
it's like a cyan sort of dark effect. It looks nice. And then after that, what did they talk about after that? Was it the music tracks or was it the?
Do you think? Wait, hold up. Sorry. Do you think Dark Samus will have the tether? I don't know if they showed that or not.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't?
Yeah, I remember looking at or watching somebody being like, "She doesn't have the tether" or whatever, and I was like, "Oh,
Because that's a difference between Link currently and Link back in.
yeah,
So young Link will actually have a tether, the other two, but normal Link doesn't anymore.
yeah,
Rip Link. I still play him anyway though.
yeah." But and then after that, I guess we can really go in any order as long as we just cover all the bases. But then after that, they showed the music track shit and all the stage shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. The fact that all the stages don't have to be unlocked, and then not only did they keep the Omega form stages, they added a Battlefield form stages, which honestly I feel like is enough. Because I mean, we were just playing Smash Brothers for some B-roll that you're ironically seeing in this video, but we got a lot of wins and took a fucking fat couple of L's.
Also my fault. I can't forward smash.
It was just not a Smash Brothers day for you, my friend. It just wasn't.
It Well, sometimes.
Sometimes it was,
I picked Link and Cloud. I think those are the only two I consistently did good with.
But, I don't know. I feel like I was on point more than I was normally. So we kind of did a flip-flop a little bit. But whew. We were just talking about how Omega stages are kind of getting boring a little bit. Like, mostly because they're not true Final Destination stages. For some reason, some of the Omega stages have like this weird... They have like a weird edge to them.
Bottom of the freaking thing.
Yeah, it's not... And like, you would think it wouldn't affect anything, but there's nothing more frustrating. Because there's a lot of Omega stages where like certain moves can just clip through the edge, and it's bad.
Or whenever it's just flat like a brick, and you just usually glide up it, and then all of a sudden your Cloud up B just slams your head into the ground, and you fall to your doom.
Yeah, they're not built all equally, which kind of sucks. But it looks like they kind of fixed that, and then they added the battlefield stages, which adds, a little bit of a platform for all those people who are bad on the ground, basically. So, or bad in the air, so you can be on the ground at a higher
Platforms
elevation.
are always good to add on the maps, regardless. Just to add some
variety,
more use to people's moves.
Yeah. And then they brought back Fountain of Dreams. Ooh, and it looks so good.
Where's my Rainbow Cruise? No Rainbow Cruise.
Fuck that stage. I hate that stage so much.
It's like one of the only stages they have.
Although, what fucking confused me is the fact that...
Pokefloats?
Oh, there's no Pokefloats, bro?
No.
I wasn't even paying that hard of attention to the screen. Oh, I'm sad now. That's okay. They brought back original Pokemon Stadium, so I guess that's as good as I can ask for. But, like... Fucking what was they? Because they specifically said that they only picked popular or fan favorite stages. Nigga, how the hell is Gamer a popular or fan favorite stage? That stage sucks.
Don't you love getting seen and sent across the screen?
That stage is awful. Who the fuck likes that stage? It looks like trash. It plays like trash, and it's randomly generated between like a few different variations, but that's about it. There's like nothing to that stage.
They only don't have like
and the music sucked on that stage too.
What are you talking about?
It's all dead.
But they only have like a handful once they don't put in that are like reasonable, because they're only doing one of the Game & Watch maps probably.
Yeah, well, the Flat Zone X or whatever.
Yeah, it's just a combination basically of the two anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I always thought that one was cool too.
So
anyway.
they don't have those. Oh, Mute City, I don't think they have one of the original Captain
Oh, what the hell?
They better confirm that.
Well, they would have to change it up a bit, because I would understand.
It's similar to one of the other ones.
And it's also very slippery, and the edges are very rough on it.
No,
I mean,
with my right. I think
to
it's
be
called
fair,
Lyrac Loot. No, that's the fucking Star Fox.
Star Fox. Oh my god! If they bring back the Venom map, I'm gonna kill myself.
Venom?
The horrible stage on the Great Fox, where it's like you only fought on the wings of the Great Fox, where it was like kind of in an X pattern. The platforms were.
Oh, you're talking about like a 3DS
in Melee
stage or whatever.
It's in Melee. I think it might have been on 3DS as well, but that stage was a booty. But
maybe I'm mixing it up.
There was
I know what you're talking about that.
Yeah, there's a few others though that I was like, oh hell yeah, that's back. But like, Fountain of Dreams was like the biggest one for me because I just like that stage a lot. But
I just like how I can play some of the 3DS stages now.
Yeah, and not have to worry about that Animal Crossing stage that's on 3DS. That's like one of the best stages in the entire game. Like in any Smash Brothers
Spirit
game.
Train. That's
oh god,
it's
you're
over,
right,
dude.
I love and hate that stage. This stage is fucking ugh. That and
they haven't. Another one they haven't done is the original Ice Climber one, the one where it's constantly going.
Oh yeah, Cool Mountain. But they had Summit though, and Summit's a really cool map.
Yeah, Summit's always cool how it's always transitioning. I think they're getting rid of a lot of where you have to move your platforms and stuff, and they're moving that. They're having that like kind of taken out, and they're kind of keeping the maps that are obscure but like in the background of what happens.
Yeah, that's probably akin to why there's no Pokefloats, because that map is universally like, oh, fucking Pokefloats, kill me.
That's the best man.
I just like the music.
Maybe they're just making a new Pokefloats, and it's just gonna have a bunch of new Pokemons.
They are adding stages, right? They didn't show all the stages, I don't think.
I mean, they said there's a total of 303 stages, but of course there's going to be more stages when they announce characters.
103.
There has to be.
Yeah. Do that. Oh. And they brought back Brinstar Deaths, which kind of surprises me a little bit, but at the same time, I'm glad.
That was fun, just how it rotates.
That map is fun. You can save yourself like Clutch in that.
And all the ledges in that, like I watched the gameplay on that, dude. People were clipping on a looks like nothing, so that's gonna be great. Just a little tiny edge, you're able to clip onto that because they're making it fun. I really like it.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be terrific. I don't know. I've always felt like the stage selection is almost more important than the characters for me.
Well, you like how you choose the stage first? Maybe?
Yeah. And they I didn't even talk about it. They brought me my technically favorite Melee map, the Great Bay map. Love that map. That map's gonna be fucking amazing. And I'm never playing that on like Battlefield or Omega. It's always gonna be standard.
Turtle.
Yeah. Fucking turtle, bro. But
they have the original Pikmin stage where the guy comes up like, hey, you wanna pop in my mouth for some strange reason?
That is another thing that confused me. None of the Pikmin stages have ever been good. Not a one.
Garden of Hope is lit, dude. It has so much random shit that it's fun, honestly.
It does, but at the same time,
the crab's
it's like,
my biggest complaint, but the fact that it's there is needed. Because someone's gonna hide that teacup when it gets rebuilt, and you're just never gonna find it.
Yeah.
Not about there's a big thing above there.
That's like the fucking. That's like the whole issue with like Newport City, the biggest map.
Wait, hold on, I saw something.
What?
What happens to that Garden of Hope if you take out stage hazards?
Oh,
that's gonna be weird. What's considered a hazard?
We didn't even talk about that. They took out so not only is there an option to do the default map, Omega or Battlefield variant, you can just play the default map without stage hazards, which is honestly really cool.
I want to see their definition of stage hazard. Things that hurt you or things that
I think stage hazard might be defined as things that aren't fighters that hinder you in some way.
Yeah, I think the crab wouldn't show up in Garden of Hope, but everything else would still be there.
Yeah, so as long as it doesn't hinder you, it would be fine. So like that would be really nice actually for like the F-Zero stages where you don't have to worry about all the fucking cars coming at you.
Port City with that Chimera thing.
Ugh.
That stage without that though is gonna be so slow. It's so big.
Yeah, it's huge. But with 8 players,
that's like the perfect 8-player stage.
It really is. But other than that, I think that's about it for the stages. I kind of want to talk about that music though, because I'm a big music boy.
This is mostly gonna be on you.
Every single time we've done one of these, I've been like, "So what y'all think about the music?" And everyone sits there and goes,
"Thought it was okay."
And I'll be like, "Oh, okay, well." I guess I'll talk about the music for 20 minutes.
I saw Zelda music, so I like the Zeldas.
I've been frantically waiting for that Ridley theme to come out, which is actually going to be amazing, because I fucking love that theme to death. But, over 900 tracks. That's going to be lit. That's going to be like my worst nightmare in a way, especially if they continue doing the music disc thing. Because, I'm not gonna lie, ever since Brawl, that's been like my favorite thing to do. Is like the moment a music disc comes on the screen, you're like, alright, everyone stop playing and get to that music disc.
I remember that too, me and my sister, yeah.
Like that is priority number 1 in Smash.
We can all settle those differences out of Smash. Right now, we gotta get this
music disc. And then it would either just fade away and you'd be like so close. I remember so many times playing Classic Mode on Brawl, and like there would be like a fucking sticker on the ground right next to it, and then I would pick up the sticker and it would fade away and I'd be like, no! And I was like, what did I pick? And then I'll hear the noise, and then I've been like, are you fucking kidding me? I hate stickers, bro. But over 900 tracks, that's crazy. Especially if you have to unlock the majority of them. I feel like that'll definitely keep me playing personally.
Yeah, I hope they do bring back how Brawl did their unlock stuff, the big trophy room and stuff.
Yeah.
I really hope that's back.
Because I'm not gonna lie, Smash 4's trophy method and unlockable methods, other than the quote unquote like missions thing, I feel like I feel like it was just so dry, and it was like too easy to get things.
I do feel like they're gonna bring back a lot of the small little extra things that kept a lot of people playing in respective Smashes.
Like, I don't know. We'll be after we cover the direct, but well, what did they blur out in that menu? I see what you're hiding there. Not really.
It's. I was thinking of something dumb to say.
All-Star mode.
That's gonna be in games.
Yeah.
It better be. No All-Star.
All-Star mode.
They'll have to have All-Star.
Oh, it's gonna be a Smash Tour.
I'm sure that's gonna be big.
It's gonna be Smash
I
Run.
hope Smash Run destroys Smash 2 and we just get rid of that shit.
Honestly,
we don't need Smash Run or Tour anymore now that we have the 5v5 game.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly,
which is my like second favorite thing that shit on the track.
Yeah, because that really is what that is, huh?
Just a what, sorry?
It's just Smash Tour is just that 5v5 mode or whatever.
Yeah, just Smash Tour, you get a bunch of random stuff, but you got those people that when you died it switched out, and I was like, why couldn't you have done this and option
game
for me? I would love this.
And then I guess that's a good transition because there's not really too much to talk about music-wise other than the amount of tracks because they didn't really.
I think they had that.
Nobody is going to do that.
I think they had that 3DS, but I don't know.
Absolutely nobody is going to be using their Switch as an MP3 player to listen to fucking Nintendo soundtracks. You can just do it on your phone.
But Zelda's.
There's like absolutely no reason for it.
Man, it's quality of life change.
I guess you're right. Wow.
Still be
my life is so changed.
There'll be a few people that are like, this is the best change.
I mean, don't get me wrong. 9-year-old me would have been all over that shit. I would have been like, nah, I'm taking my Nintendo Switch everywhere. Like, oof. I'm gonna buy like 6 battery extensions just for this, and it's gonna last me 14 hours, and I'm gonna go home and charge it and play more music. But I don't know. I'm not really one to take my Switch places. It's a prisoner to my own home. So, but moving on, the rule and game types variants and all that jazz that they added, like, oof.
I'm pretty pumped for it. Stamina battles just like in a regular thing. It's no longer just in Special Smash.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that. You can play freaking Stamina stock. That is like, I'm gonna be pushing for that when I play more Final
Oh yeah, no, back in Melee days, I used to love playing Stamina. Stamina was so fun. But like, and now we can make it to where it's like, because the one problem that I have with Stamina now that I didn't really see back then is that it was really hard to get knockout or knockups or anything of that sort of distance.
Because the distance doesn't change very much until you're low, and at that point you're just gonna die soon anyway. So what's the point in trying to launch you and beat the crap out?
So now you can change that to sort of change the knockback power of things in the variants, since it's not a special smash, since you can do it before, like in Special Smash. So that's one thing to look at. Another thing, they added to online that whole deal, or they're going to anyway. I guarantee you.
What online? What?
Online. If they like, I guarantee you that on online matches, it's no longer going to be timed. Like, just time.
It's gonna be time stock, I feel like. Yeah, they're gonna try to find a middle ground of time and stock to put that online.
I mean, because that's what they do for tournaments and stuff, is time stock, so it makes sense that way. But, fucking, what else? Smash Out? Is that what it's called? The Iron Man Challenge?
I don't remember. Oh, Smash Down or something like that?
Yeah, Smash
Out,
Smash
Down.
Once
you play them, you can't choose them again.
Yeah, that's gonna be like my favorite thing, because I use so many characters.
I told Richard about that, and his first reaction was, dude, that's gonna be my game mode, just because...
Yeah. That way it's kind of...
forced to, like, play other people.
Eventually it gets fair. Like, for me, I play so many characters, but I can only play so many characters before there's no more left. Like, eventually people are going to play, since I play a lot of characters, people are going to be like, I played this character too, and I'll have to settle for losing.
I feel like every time we play it, you'd open up with Ike, because that's like my best guy. So I do play him too, but he's not your best, so he'd be like, bam, block hole and have a good game.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so, what are the whatever the team.
I don't remember
3v3s,
but I love it.
3v3s and 5v5s.
Clash. I think it has something Clash in the name.
So we watched this direct 600 times, and we
don't
still
know.
don't know the names.
The moment I see it, I think it's Crew Battle. I think called Crew Battle or something like that.
Crew Battle, hell yeah.
But boy, you know I'm gonna be picking the Echo 5v5 team. We got Chrom, we got Lucio, Dark Samus, Dark Pit, and
oh,
Daisy. Yeah, that one.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's gonna be my crew right there. Just you don't screw with those guys.
It's the crew. Catch me in my crew.
Like it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun.
Or you could just do the 3v3, just pick all 3 links and versus all 3 Samuses.
That's true.
Yeah, there we go.
Sounds like a fun matchup that he'll totally win.
It's all a bunch of range now that you think about it.
Yeah.
And Zero Suit, she just die.
So, other than that, which by the way, not to sort of undermine that whole like announcement or whatever, but like I feel like the best thing out of almost all of it, other than the character reveals and all that, was the fucking Super Gauge. I do not.
Boy, I think it's called S Gauge or something. You know, some cool ass name.
Yeah.
It is old.
I absolutely do not understand why people said that it was a psychotic idea. There were so many people.
I haven't seen him complain about it.
There were so many people who were like, way back in the day when they were like,
oh, you're talking about
yeah, before it was a thing, and they were like, dude, they need to have super bars instead of having to chase around a fucking ball that you may or may not get, and if you're winning, then it's harder for you to get. Like, that's a bad comeback mechanic to have. But like, especially since you can still get it. But like, I remember so many times I'd be watching someone do a video on it, and they would be talking about it, and then in the comments, just a bunch of, "You're fucking crazy, you're stupid." Like, I never understood how they did it. Literally as perfect as you possibly could. Not 2 of them can go off at the same time.
Not what the weaker versions.
And they're weaker versions, so none of them probably will kill at 0%. Probably not even kill it. Probably even kill it like 40 or 30%.
I feel like the most likely one that would kill is like Mars or Lucinas, but at the same time, I don't expect them to kill at 0.
Yeah. I mean, even if they do, like, they're probably not going to be at 0 at that point. Like, it's kind of one of those things.
It's later in the game anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly. I want to know how long it takes. Does it scale with how much stock you have or something?
I don't know.
You never know. Does it reset after you die? You'll never know.
It would be
I'm
kind
sure
of
it showed it, and I'm sure I could have watched the trailer and paid attention to
figured
that.
it out. But they did it so short. But that could be cause for a lot of hectic deals, like, honestly.
Smash tournaments where they enable that.
Yeah.
That would literally destroy the tiers and stuff. Just
Yeah.
because if you have a good final Smash, you might be broken in competitiveness.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, like, even like Mario's Final Smash is like pretty
Decent,
good.
yeah.
Dr. Mario's not so much, unfortunately. I just like that big horse pill that he shoots out. It's fun.
But I'm sure they're probably not going to have it in a lot of tournaments, but I'm sure there's going to be a little tournaments.
Speaking of
that they
Final
have
Smash,
that.
did they show off Falcons?
I don't think they have now.
Oh, I don't know why that gets me excited, but I
Just
really
want
want his to change.
Yeah.
I want his to change so bad. Oh, I just want him to do like the fucking Falcon Punch that he does in the shitty anime at the end when he dies. Spoilers, I guess, for fucking the Captain Falcon for the F-Zero anime. But yeah, it's I want that to happen so bad. Like that is such like a meme-centric moment, but it's so amazing at the same time. It would be terrific to see. And it's just kind of disappointing to see him like just run you over, cause like I don't know, Falcon Punch, why not, right? Like that's the best.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can check the trailer while we're talking real quick.
Cause it's I don't know. I want a lot of Final Smashes to be different. Like they didn't show like Wolf's Final Smash, which I assume will be the same, basically.
They just keep Landmaster.
Who
wanted this?
No, it'll probably be like
He flies, but not sporadically or coordinated like Fox, but he flies through his enemy. I don't know, like something.
It'll probably be like Star Wolf shows
he
up.
sneak attacks you, like you don't see it coming or something because he's a wolf.
Yeah, I mean it'll probably be like Star Wolf where they like all fly in and then shoot and do all things and whatnot. But other than that, I don't really know. Final Smash.
Maybe it'll be like Greninjas and Ike's where he takes you to the top of the screen and slash you a bunch of times and you just explode.
Hell yeah, Spidey Man. But I think that's really all there is to talk about for the direct, other than the last part.
Other than the last trailer?
Other than the last part.
Because they did the game modes, the stages, we talked about that.
That's about it. Other than the last part.
Other than you mean the before we go and they showed us the menu, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What was blurred behind that menu?
I think they did show us Final Smash actually.
People were saying that it's spirits, right? Is that what people are saying?
That's what a lot of people are de-blurring it as. It says the word spirits, which could literally mean anything.
Spirits of subspace. Hell yeah! It's gonna be a story mode. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's gonna either be a story mode or some elaborate way to unlock characters,
or like adventure mode from Melee.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with adventure mode as long as they made it different for each character, which I feel like would be challenging to do. But I mean, screw it. They already have so much stuff in this game.
Captain Falcon Smash has not been shown.
I figured.
I watched it. I looked away, looked back after he did a Falcon Punch, and I just watched his opponent fly away. I'm like, oh, it must have been the same.
I figured, and now I feel like I'm gonna be horribly disappointed. Oh, whenever they show it off and it's just the same shit. Wow, I love Captain Falcon. I'm gonna be real. The only reason what's keeping me from playing Captain Falcon is this Final Smash. That's the only thing that's been keeping me from just playing him all the time because I love Captain Falcon. It's like one of my favorite characters, and just because of Smash. Like it's not even because like F-Zero, who gives a shit? He's
I didn't
basically
know shit about Fire Emblem before Smash, and then I picked up Roy and Melee and stuck with Fire Emblem mains till now. So, and I started actually playing Fire Emblem games too.
Which, by the way, side note, that new one I looked up a little bit of stuff on it. Does look nice. They put a better camera angle on things, and it looks cool. But anyway, that last trailer though. It's what everyone wanted.
King Dedede died!
He just got yeeted. That's all that happened. It's just it's just a prank, and then they were like, I honestly thought that it was going to be someone else. Like I thought it was going to be another one of like the Kong crew or something like that.
It's going to be like Dixie or something?
Yeah, well, maybe not Dixie, but maybe like Funky or Cranky.
I was expecting a Funky or Dixie Echo Fighter to appear at the end or at all, but it just didn't happen.
Also, on top of that, I was kind of, for some reason, lately my brain has just been going to Mario plus Rabbids, so I had a horrible feeling that it was going to be like... Because they had the Donkey Kong DLC announced at E3. Yeah. Or not announced at E3, but they showed it off at E3, so I was like, what if they do a fucking, like, Rabbid character? I was going to flip shit, because it would have been cool because of how they fight, because they're, like, crazy, but, like, that is just cruel to do if they would have done that. Fucking King K. Rool, though. Oh.
When the moment that it started stopping when he was talking, I was like...
Had to be something big.
The moment it stopped, I was like, is this another character announcement? And then it did it again, and I'm like, oh, I have a feeling I know who this is. And then it went over all the villains, like in the scene, I'm like, it's King K. Rool. Just because he's been requested so many times. Like, I legit watch so many character wants lists and character predictions lists online that, like, the moment anything heavy was involved, I was like, dude, it's over. It's him. And then it showed DK, and it was, I knew.
Oh, yeah.
100%. It was hype still. I don't know anything about King K. Rool. I'm not involved in any, I've never played any Donkey Kong game.
See, that's the thing, though. You really, like... His moveset is very, like...
It looks like exactly how I've seen gameplay of the actual games he's from.
Yeah, like, they literally just ripped from all three of the Donkey Kong Country games, and maybe even a little bit more of just, like, here you go, here's all this, and this is all the things that he does, and it's cool. But like, I don't know. I personally think that like it basically solidified the moment. It solidified the moment of they're officially just doing characters that people want now.
Oh yeah, nothing about relevance or anything. Which I like.
But because, like, honestly,
so
the
we can all cross off Rex and Pyro off our prediction list.
Thank God, because I hate those characters. Unpopular opinion, yes, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the worst game on the Switch.
Oh, we just lost like 10 minutes.
I would rather play 1-2 Switch for 2 hours than play that game for 2 hours. It's just that's another story for another time. But King K. Rool looks like a pretty solid character.
He's gonna range you this big, giant alligator guy. I don't know if he's crocodile or alligator, but he's just gonna projectile you all day. And once you come at him, he's just gonna fly away on his helicopter. I don't know.
Dude, there's like, just like you, I don't really have any attachment to King K. Rool either. I will take Donkey Kong Country is cool.
I don't think anyone in Smash would be happy. I can't think of a single person I'd be upset with.
Yeah, that anime moment in the end of the trailer where they fucking fought in the sunset or whatever. Yeah. That shit was like moving. It was like, oh, this is a game. I was like, this is a game now. I'm on board. Like this, it's the best thing ever. Like there's something about Smash Brothers that just, like, no matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is, it just feels like they do it right every single time, at least initially, at the beginning. Like, for me, there's not been a single Smash Brothers that's, like, gone horribly wrong. Brawl, you could complain all you want, but they did so many things in Brawl that they still do today, and people don't complain about. It's just the whole tripping deal. Is that what people complained about, basically?
Tripping and everyone's slow.
Tripping, everyone's slow, everyone floats.
You know who's good in Brawl than me? Ike. And he's slow as hell, but I still had fun as hell with that guy.
Yeah, it's a good character.
My main up till this day, because Crom's money knows.
But, oh man, it was such an awesome moment. Such an awesome moment.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to next Directs just because I wanted to see.
Or at least just the next, like, whenever they decide to do it. Like, are they going to do it on Directs? Or
perfectly balanced one. Like,
oh yeah.
I was always watching people up to the Direct predicting what was going to be in it, and everyone was like, I remember texting Cole like, dude, people are hyping this up way too much. There's no way they're not going to show more than like 2 characters at max. Like,
boy, were you wrong?
I was wrong. I was so wrong. It started out with 2 characters right off the bat. I'm like, well, that's my prediction, I guess. I can't have 2 seconds like 2 more Echo Fires. It was over.
My thing is that I woke up 20 minutes after it had started, so there was only 10 minutes left of it live, so I just clicked on it just to look at it for a second, and I saw a fucking Rathalos, and I was like, okay, I was like, okay, alright, I'm just clicking out of this, and I need to watch this in like 20 minutes when they upload it. This is not okay.
Yeah, because I was going to bring this up, that Spirits is definitely going to have some story element, because both Dracula and Rathalos are playing on a different stage than what they don't have it on select screen. Like, Dracula doesn't have the bend down like the regular stage has. So they're both looking exactly like boss fights.
And it did seem kind of like it was literally like in the prologue at the beginning of Symphony of the Night, because the trailer literally starts when they like show off the stage. It literally shows Simon like moving from one part of it and going up the staircase, and the screen like transitions,
and there's no stairs. It's flat.
Yeah,
there's no platform.
Like this, he's going up the stairs slightly, and then the screen pauses and transitions to that, like it does in Subspace.
I honestly feel like we're either having a really elaborate adventure mode from like Melee.
That'd be cool.
Or we're having another story mode.
Also cool. Make Taboo a playable character. Let's do it.
I mean, I feel like he'll be a boss. I honestly do think.
Nah, he already had his time. He's a playable character.
But this is a game that takes everything from Smash.
And that's the thing. He's like, they could literally rework Taboo to make him be like where he plays like every character. He just takes.
I don't want that.
Like where he just
We already have Kirby. What do you mean?
Like
Kirby's every character.
No, I mean, but like solidify his like A moves and his aerials and all that to be like certain things and his smashes.
And I hold B to fill the whole screen up with a one shot.
But like make it to where his specials are just randomized from everybody. That'd be cool.
But then
it'd be a horrible character, but it'd be so cool.
I'm always down for Taboo just because I think if this was the game, it'd be this game to put him in.
Because he's a Smash character, literally. Mm-hmm. Like that's all it is.
Master Hand hasn't been shown.
Fuck Master
Confirmed.
Hand.
He's playable in Melee. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's playable.
You just have to unplug a controller or some crap.
It's some dumb glitch.
He's playable. I want him in Smash. You like told me everyone.
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, the hands will be there somewhere, but like, the hands have lost their luster. Let's be real. I mean, in the story mode,
I think Smash bosses. I think Master Hand.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I'm just saying, they're gonna have the hands in some shape, way, or form.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no way around it. But at the same time, since we're already kind of transitioning into that topic, call who you want in Smash. No, hold on. Before you speak, because I already saw that you were taking a big breath so you could list off 600 things. I need you for now, just for right now, to pick one character.
One character.
If there is one character,
are we starting with like Echo or like Newcomer?
Just any character ever. What is the one character? Because you already got your Chrom.
Yeah. I'm already satisfied.
Other thing, so imagine a world where you got everything you wanted, which has already happened.
Except for one thing.
And more. What is the and more? Who is the and more?
Wolf Link.
Wolf Link?
I've been pushing for that ever since
before
Brawl. Like, I've wanted Wolf Link and Midna, but Midna's already assist trophy, so. But I really liked. I was like, why are you making different links all this time when you could have like a Link that has a completely different moveset?
That's true.
But I don't see it happening, but I've always wanted it. Like, honestly, Midna and Wolf Link combo.
Yeah. I mean, they do cool things in Twilight Princess. Yeah. Twilight Princess
my favorite game, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You should probably mention that. But, I mean, Twilight Princess's, like, combat in that game, just the combat in general is really good. I don't know.
My Coke.
Everyone pause, Cole lost his drink, look for it. Everyone look for his drink.
I finished it, I guess.
Oh, it's in the trash can. But anyway,
I found it.
If I were to get everything I wanted and more, well, I guess it has to be everything I wanted first, because I still haven't gotten.
The way you said that, I didn't know if I should say Wolf Link or say something dumb like Goku. Like that's what I was like. I don't know. Wolf Link is my number one.
Goku is on the Goku, Chuck Norris, Ronald McDonald list.
So you think he's like not even existent? Like
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's on that. It's on that list.
Meme list.
It's on that meme list. It's like Goku, Ronald McDonald, Chuck Norris, and Shrek. Like all that sort of shit. Like
I guess I changed my mind. Like I said earlier, I'd be mad if they revealed Shrek. Honestly, like if you reveal something that's not even from like our game at all. Like Goku, I could see just because he's in a lot of games in general.
I mean, for a while, Dragon Ball didn't exist. It was just the games keeping it alive, type of thing.
Yeah. So I wouldn't complain about Goku like that much at all. I honestly would be happy about it. What am I on about? But like, if you someone like
Shrek Super Slam, Cole.
No,
it's a real game.
No.
Oh, but
I played a lot of Shrek games. Don't get me wrong. Shrek 2 is solid, but don't
put it in. Don't do it. But honestly, there's only 3. I'm gonna technically say 4 more characters that on my personal list that, aka the ballad, that actually mattered and weren't me just going put that one in.
I need one character.
I know, it's hard. I thought about it a lot, especially within the 55-ish minutes that we've been talking. But I feel like they should stop doing individual Pokemon. and do more Pokemon trainer like things.
Am I hearing Hoenn trainer from these
No, possibly.
Oh my god.
I mean, think about it. This is like the perfect time to think. Even if they made him an Echo Fighter, but like if they made him like a quote unquote Echo Fighter, like how
he'd
like
be
how
like a semi-clone,
like how
technically,
Dr.
but
Mario is to Mario type of thing. But like, if they did that, one, not only would that add to the Pokemon roster and most likely satisfy everyone, depending on what trainer they picked, please be Hoenn. But because Brandon just does not get any love. That's like the coolest, like design wise, of a Pokemon trainer. Other than like, I mean, I kind of like the Gen 1 ones, but like Gen 1 through 3 are like the best ones. Gen 5 kind of. I like the Gen 5 ones, but
What do you mean? Sinnoh's the best Pokemon.
I don't like. It's Dawn, and Dawn's alright, but the dude has like a weird beret on, and like
You hate him.
looks like he's got a 9 to
I thought
5 to go to, and like it just doesn't look very great. But like, if they added Brandon as an Echo Fighter and kept the proportions of the starters, it would be amazing. Just think about it, because Squirtle's like Squirtle, but Mudkip's a meme. Like Mudkip's like the most popular one of the three of that one. And then you got Ivysaur, which is like the second stage grass, and then Grovyle is like the most relevant of the three of those. Ironically, because I mean, a lot of like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon has like
Oh yeah,
like Grovyle and like all that, and a lot of things focused on Grovyle, not really Sceptile. And then like, or even in the anime, like Ash had a Grovyle for like the longest time, and then it finally was a Sceptile type of thing. But like, and then everyone fucking loves Blaziken. I don't know a single person who thinks Blaziken's stupid. Like honestly. Like, how do you look at that? And plus, that was like the first Pokemon to beat the shit out of Charizard in the anime.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, and that clearly seems to be the basis of what they're going on, because every Pokemon that's in the game is based off of their relevance in the anime, basically. Because otherwise, Jigglypuff wouldn't exist, Pichu wouldn't exist.
Jigglypuff is the best character.
And Pichu's relevant in the anime because of the Pichu brothers. Lucario's relevant because of the movies. Or because of the movie, I should say. Greninja is Ash's strongest Pokemon at this point, apparently. Like, more than Pikachu at this point. And then Pikachu, literally. Mewtwo because of the movie. Like, all of the Pokemon that they pick are all relevant to the anime and not really so much anything else. Pokemon Trainer is just that weird one that stands out because it's literally based off of the game.
Yeah.
So if they continued to do that in a pattern that sort of made sense, I feel like it would work better. That is the one character that I'd have to pick, is Brandon, with Mudkip, Grovyle, and Blaziken. Because it just makes sense. It really does, to me anyway. I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like Pokemon's like the hardest to get right when it comes to why they pick the things that they do.
I mean, yeah, Pokemon, you have so much to choose from, it's kind of different.
Overwhelming.
You pick one, you're upsetting everyone else except for that one Pokemon.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's a negative impact, but at the same time...
Because I was sitting there and I was like, hey, Tapu Koko would be lit. Like, that would be cool. Just based off of, like, how he moves. He's, like, basically just, like, Iron Man.
don't want any more electrical.
Yeah, that's also another thought I had where I was like, it's literally another electric type, so maybe not. But then again, that doesn't really matter. Like, in a way, it really doesn't. There's like no rhyme or reason to it, literally. So, I don't know. I'm just saying that's like the one thing. However, if they added him and or her, because the opposite is May, and everyone likes May, like the female version. So, I mean, I feel like that's a win on a lot of parts there. But if they added Brandon / May, and then my and more would probably be just like
Every other trunk.
no.
You just alt-switch
No,
through all
that'd be
generations.
But I feel like honestly, I brought it up a couple of times in the past 2 weeks, but you know, and honestly, they can go like either way on it. Shadow or Eggman for another Sonic rep, because let's be real at this point, Sonic is lonely.
Oh, he's definitely getting something. Like,
He has
I can't
to.
see him.
I would
not.
be so mad if every character that doesn't already have like their own thing or whatever they can't really add to it. I would be so mad if they just left certain characters with just by themselves. Hashtag Falcon needs a friend. Let's start the movement. Hashtag Falcon needs a friend. Falcon needs a friend. Falcon needs a friend. No, he doesn't.
He's fine.
He's not fine.
Is he like the only game from the original cast that hasn't got another rep now? Other than Yoshi, I guess. Yoshi doesn't have one either, but he's considered something.
Poochie. They should add Poochie. That'd be cool.
Nah, I want a Birdo rep, and I want it to not be Mario. I just wanted it to be Yoshi.
Ew, Birdo.
Birdo Echo.
If they
Shoots
added,
eggs instead of lays them.
if they added Poochie though, that'd be cool. I don't know how they do it, but they would do it somehow. And then also Bandana D. That's probably going to be a thing. Let's be real.
Yeah. I think for sure. If you ask me, who I'd probably list as like the three
Most likely.
do we want to do the three most likely?
let's. Okay, so first off, do you have a total number of the roster by any chance?
I'm not character select wise.
Because before this, including echoes and everything and all that, including this, I said, and this was, mind you, this was a little bit after the E3 thing, so a little bit of ways before the Direct. I said specifically that the base roster was, him saying that there weren't going to be many new characters was bullshit, and I said the base roster was going to be 70 plus DLC. I feel like we're already getting close to passing that.
And not separating Pokemon Trainer or anything.
Yeah, not separating.
And considering the Mii's, would you consider Mii's yes or no?
Yes.
So
at
then
this
that's
point,
one collective.
Yeah.
Then we're at 69 right now.
So
including Echo Fighters.
Yeah, and they said there are still a few more.
Because
Like,
I went to that trailer when it was showing the Smashdown. They showed the menu.
Yeah.
It was right there. There was 67 of them, but King K. Rool and the Mii Fighters weren't on
there.
it.
Yeah.
So I added it.
Like, it's already done. Like that's the thing. It's like.
So what do you think? What do you think? I'm thinking 75 at this point.
So I basically have to make a new character or a new thing.
I don't know, honestly. I could see them going for 75 or just 80. Like, I don't even know.
73 is my new prediction number.
Including Echoes?
77.
Let's
My
say, 'cause
bad.
69 is including Echoes.
Yeah, so 77. That's my 77. That's my guess.
Because I can see them putting in like 2 or 3 more Echoes at least. 7 more, so like 69. So like 76. I'm similar.
77. Because they always usually leave it on an odd number, don't they?
I don't. I'd have to look back on it.
Because the first one was 12, and then the second one was like, what, 23? Or 24? Or 25?
I think it was 25, because Roy
Yeah.
was the last one, and he's 25.
Yeah, 25.
I'm pretty sure.
And then Brawl, I don't remember Brawl's total, but it wasn't much higher than Melee's. And then Smash 4 was what, 60? 58?
Yeah, I don't know these numbers. This is on you.
So usually they get close to those like weird, obscure numbers, with the exception of 4, I think. But like, I'm just saying, 77 seems like a good way to start the base roster and just keep it that way. Like,
What do you mean? We're getting 100 plus DLC.
no, we are not getting 100 characters.
Sakurai just completely lied.
We will. I don't think there will ever be a Smash game that has that many.
We
characters.
went from having like. Okay, here, let me help you figure out what was fucking Wii U's. Because they brung back the 2 from Melee that got cut, which was Young Link and Pichu. And then Brawl cut Pokemon Trainer, Snake, and Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
So they brought back 5 veterans. Oh, Wolf. I almost forgot about
And
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, that would have been the same.
All right, everyone, we're back. The food has arrived.
I'm still doing math.
Okay, well, at least we got to that point where we were able to do the math. Hold on, everybody. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
Bayonetta's number is 63.
Okay, now we're officially back. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that.
Still doing math.
Still doing math.
So Bayonetta's number is 63.
Oh yeah, I forgot DLC exists.
So I'm
Ooh.
trying to figure out the number for Smash 4.
Yeah.
But I probably could have just looked it up faster than doing this math.
But anyway, so we had a number, and it was a number. However, we're starting to run out of time, Cole. Oh no. Oh no.
So, top 3. Screw it. So,
Screw it. Okay, so let's think about this actually. So we're currently at what? 69?
69, including the Nephi. And I'm talking about they each have their own character slots. So
Yeah.
Pokemon trainers 1 slot, Nephi's are 1 slot on the screen.
Yeah. So
And Echo Fighter's separated just because I consider them different.
So, alright, so let's collectively, can you think of 8 characters that you would want right now?
Probably, yeah.
Let's name them.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
I'll
This
try.
is how we're going to end the podcast. Let's do it.
So, give me a second. You go first. You choose one first. We'll
Okay.
talk about that.
Alright. Yeah, I guess
And if
we
I
should-
say it's on my
it
list
should be a
too,
collaborative.
if I say it's on
Yeah.
my list too, we'll say it.
Okay. Brandon for sure.
That's definitely you.
That Brandon the Pokemon Brandon/May. Sorry, got to be a little bit more accurate. But that's my first one. All right, but
Okay, I'm gonna start off.
we're gonna go kickball style where I do one, you do one.
All
I
right,
do
so
one.
this one I see could happen, but it's not super likely. But Isaac from Golden Sun. There's been a lot of
I
hits.
see that.
He
Or at least
wasn't even
Matthew.
an assist trophy in Smash 4, which kind of lowers his chances. But they've been.
Or does
teasing-
it raise suspicion?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You never know. Maybe there's planned in advance, but I feel like Isaac would have a really fun moveset. I've never played any of the Golden Sun games, but I really do feel like Isaac would have a really fun moveset. And I love sword fighters, so I'd play him anyway, just because he has the sword and magic or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's my first one. I'd give it about like a 50% chance, honestly. Like, I'm not very confident in it.
For mine, I'd probably say about 20 or 15%
On Brandon?
on Brandon. But quote me on that. But I really want it to happen. I absolutely hope. But let's see, one for me. You know, I've said it over and over, but Bandana D for sure. I feel
That's
like
on my list of predictions.
I feel like that's at least a good solid like 80%.
I'd say the chance, yeah, it's really high just because of the amiibo thing where it's got coding to expand to different games. And it was in DDD's Final Smash.
Doesn't have anything in it. It just
Because
has
the
Master
game
Yi.
it's from, it has Banana D is in the background and he's the only one in the audience.
Yeah.
So the fact that they don't show it, it really does make me feel like he's going to have some kind of representation at least. Which, with the whole amiibo thing being able to expand, I really could see him as a character. Plus,
Oh,
Daddy Sakurai, you know, he likes his games. He wants to put another Kirby rep in. Let's be honest here. We
Mhm.
need it anyway. Kirby's a great series.
Oh yeah, it has a lot of good characters in it. Oh, what was another one for you?
No one for me. Shit, I was so talkative in that one, I forgot. I'll start with an Echo Fighter that I'm predicting that I don't really care too much about, but probably Isabelle.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
There's been a lot of speculation on it. She's more popular than Villager himself.
Yeah, it's true.
Why do you think
Well,
Animal
because
Crossing?
Villager isn't really like a definable character. It's
Yeah.
like it's just the you
It's
create
like
your
Chrome
own.
to Robin.
Yeah, it's like the create your own character sort of character. So it's just like it doesn't really have
And the
that
fact
much
that-
importance.
They have a new Animal Crossing assist trophy, and the Kirby assist trophy throws food. Her use would be completely gone from assist trophies unless they just felt like making another one that throws food. So
Yeah.
I do feel like she's expanding to an Echo Fighter. I feel like they're okay. Your turn. Sorry.
no. Took a bite of a pizza roll earlier, and I was, whoo! It was burning. I took it a little bit too early for me.
Here, Cole wants pizza roll for a second.
but
Burns. It's a.
I guess I'll be a broken record on this one, and I'm gonna take this one as not an either or anymore. I'm just gonna straight up just pick one because it's just who I would like. However, if the opposite, if the other one happens, I wouldn't mind. Personally, I would think it would be a smarter idea to have Dr. Eggman in as a Sonic rep versus Shadow, because Shadow's not really a villain. However, I could see Shadow being his own character and not an Echo Fighter. But I'm gonna go with Dr. Eggman because the idea of having a like heavy Bowser Jr. like character like in the cart or whatever sounds a lot more appealing to me for some reason. Like a little bit more unique on the playstyle.
Yeah.
Because Sonic and Shadow have differences and they attack differently and do all this and that. But at the end of the day, they're still design-wise similar. That's like that was the whole reasoning for his character in the first place. So I'm gonna say Dr. Eggman. Percentage on that?
I forgot his build percentage. I give it like a 95. Like honestly.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I'm really sure Isabel's probably in. Like I don't see it not happening anymore.
Me personally, for Isabel anyway, I don't have any personal attachment to Animal Crossing.
I don't either.
I personally think it's really boring, but I feel like having an actual character in the game would be make it a lot better of an experience. But percentage-wise, I wouldn't say that high. I'd probably say about 70 or 80. Just because I've heard a lot of people talk about it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
there's a shit ton of sorry. That's a lot of speculation about it. Right?
For Dr. Eggman, I don't know. 40. I'm gonna say 40.
I give him like a 10%.
I'd say 40% on that.
Eggman not.
And the only reason why I say that is just solely because of the fact that yes, Shadow's not like an assist trophy that we know of anyway, and we have the Knuckles one, which actually is a really nice.
Shadow's definitely
something
on my list. I put him as an Echo Fighter.
I mean, they could do an Echo. They could do what they did with the Simon chip. Make an Echo Fighter, put a real fighter, like.
And then in my case, that'd be Tails as the real fighter. But
I don't know why you say Tails. Though.
Because he doesn't do shit. He is like the first other Sonic character. Like after they were like, we got Sonic, let's put Tails in, dude.
And since Knuckles an assist trophy, I get that, yeah.
But Tails is seen running in the background of Green Hill Zone or whatever, but at the same time, Toon Link is on his train station. You can still play Toon Link. So I don't think stuff like that disqualifies people from being.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it does either.
But I guess I guess we'll just combine our Sonic guesses together. I predicted Tails as his own character, and they could reveal Shadow as an Echo in the same trailer.
I see Dr. Eggman. But Shadow's weird for me because it can go either way.
I think you told me that you wanted Eggman as the Echo of Bowser Jr. and you wanted Shadow as his own character. I think that's what you said.
Well, it's like not necessarily like an Echo, but he fights very similarly. Because like Bowser Jr. is still a lightweight, any way you put it. But Eggman wouldn't be. Eggman would still play the same way.
He'd be the big buff boy.
Yeah.
I'm not just.
So it wouldn't necessarily be an Echo Fighter. Just someone who fights similarly, because it's like more of a unique playstyle, so they could play off of it more, a vehicle user sort of thing. But
I just think that they should have just classified Young Link and Toon Link as Echoes, like decide which one they wanted as the Echo of each other, and then this confusion could be gone.
Yeah.
And like make Dr. Mario an Echo too, and then we could have a broad range of what they consider Echo.
Oh yeah.
They narrowed it down like, yeah, they have like one or two differences, you know, they play the same, and then like,
yeah,
they can stretch it, they choose whenever they stretch it or not.
But, for me, my percentage on Dr. Eggman is like 40-30%, somewhere around there. Just more or less just because of the fact that I see Shadow being in it a lot quicker and a lot faster. But, after the King K. Rool thing, gave me hope that they're focusing more on villains in Smash, because there's no villains in Smash.
It feels like a villain themed Smash, which I really like. But I give Eggman like a 10% chance, exclusively as an Echo of Bowser. I don't see him as his own character at all.
I see him.
I could see him as a boss in the story mode if they have that.
That I could see too.
But
I definitely do see him as his own character though.
But Shadow as an Echo for me, he will. Like 95 as well. Like I don't see it not happening. And if it's his own character, that's great. You know, I'll take it. But I really do think
he does a lot of things.
I do think he's
gonna
be an Echo. And then for Tails, for me, I give it like a 60%. I would love it. I don't like Tails a lot, but I would want more Sonic reps, and if I chose one, it'd be Tails.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I chose one, never mind, it'd be freaking Silver the Hedgehog at best.
So, what would be yours?
Sorry for what?
I just did Dr. Eggman, so what's yours?
We just summed up. Mine was Tails. Like we did
we
combine,
kind of did
so
that.
it's back on you. You think you
We
can
kind of did like a thing where I said Eggman, you said Tails, and we both went, Shadow.
I mean, it's gonna happen. Like, he's my most likely. I can see.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Let's see. What's another? Oh, I thought it was pretty funny too.
Damn.
But honestly, I feel like, oh God, where was I going? Oh, that's it. Now this is me getting a little bit greedy in the Kirby department, a little bit. But it would be really
Greed is Smash in general.
Yeah,
you know?
you're right, honestly. But I would honestly really, really love to see Marx as a character. And the only reason
I don't know that guy.
Okay, so Marx is...
You said something I don't know.
Okay, so Marx, to give a description to you, see if it pops into your head or your memory.
I was waiting for
Okay.
Prince Yarn, the best Kirby.
No!
My favorite Kirby.
No.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. I loved Kirby's Epic Yarn. That was the closest game I almost 100%ed of like any Nintendo console.
But Marx is like, maybe you'll recognize him from his description. So he's like a little Kirby ball sort of thing, but only he has like a sort of like a fanged face, and he's like supposed to be like your quote unquote friend, and then he turns evil. But he wears like a little jester hat, and he like bounces on a ball. And has a little bit of form.
Okay, I get it.
Then he has a bigger form where he has like wings, and he does like all these crazy effects and things. It's like usually
I think I've seen bits and stuff in gameplay and stuff.
Yeah, Kirby Superstar villain if you're not that familiar, but for the people at home anyway. But
For me too. Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm just saying in a general sense because not a lot of people forget about Kirby villains, but that's like the Kirby villain. It's Marx whenever I think of it because Kirby Superstar is whatever. They added him to Star Allies, which, by the way, I really need to get on that game. I haven't gotten it, and it looks amazing. I just kind of want to get it, but you can play as Marx, and they kind of gave him his own like moveset thing, and he does a lot of the stuff that he does in Superstar, so they could just transfer that over. I don't know, but I feel like Kirby doesn't have a villain anymore.
It doesn't. What do you mean? King
Like-
Dedede is just a joke. He's just a.
King Dedede
he just
is a
wants to
dickhead.
prank you. Like
Yeah.
that's all he is. And
He's
then
literally just a
and Meta
dickhead.
Knight started as a bad guy, and he's just like a justice fighter now.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
That's
Kirby
a-
just Naruto'd his universe.
He really did. Just made friends with everybody. But Marx is different because he just killed himself. He just dies. He just straight up dies.
Why?
That's it. Like he just gets sliced in half and dies. Like that's all it is. But like, so that would work perfectly. But like, percentage wise over Bandana D, definitely a lot lower. Like,
I'd say
20.
20.
yeah, 20% chance.
I could see them doing like a double trailer, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything with the guy, so I'm just gonna say 20.
Anyway, back to you.
Why don't I think of characters in your top?
By the way, just so you know, we're on number 5 now.
or number 5.
Number 5
All right.
out of 8.
Oh man, I wish I was ready.
I already got my next 2 planned out.
I don't plan this. I think of it at work or something, and I just put it there, and I'm just not ready. I don't know why I wasn't ready for the list going to here, but that's my bad.
Didn't come to class prepared,
I
homie.
didn't, dude. Oh, Skull Kid.
Skull Kid, very popular choice, even back before even Brawl existed. That was like,
Sick and tired.
that was
of
like
being
people's
only
like.
the same Zelda reps.
That's kind of, yeah, I agree.
There's more characters than the 3 of the Triforce. Come on.
It really is.
I'm sick
My
and
only-
tired of hearing Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf only. Like, please.
My only problem with Skull Kid is that I think it would be a cool idea. It's just that it's not about the Skull Kid. It's about Majora's Mask. That's what people are held up on. So why not just do Majora instead?
The Skull Kid is more iconic.
I guess that's true, but
Have you seen the whole speculation.
I mean, that's like the whole thing. I used to want Zant in.
I would
in
take
Smash.
Zant. I
Zant-
love Twilight Princess. I'll take anything.
Zant was pretty cool.
But there was in the direct, whenever Sakurai was talking in the background, at first there was a purple and yellow chair, and everyone was like, "Waluigi for
Oh my
Smash!"
God.
But then later on, people were like, "Wait a minute," because the couch behind him on the right is green and like red and purplish, which is the color scheme of Skull Kid.
It is.
And then the purple and white yellow chair could be the two fairies.
Tattle and Tail.
Yeah,
whatever.
I didn't play much Majora. I played it. It was the Zelda game I got the least far. I'm not even lying. I was a little kid. I was not able to handle that game.
Well, because the whole point of that game is that it's very hard at the beginning because you don't have the means to revert time. You
Yeah.
have to get to that point and then hope that you didn't run out of time.
Yeah, but whew, it's funny because they did that. The exact color scheme of everything involved with Skull Kid
See, that's
in the
tricky
background, and that already is a huge hint towards him. And the whole Zelda screen and the screen select showed all the music tracks, and it had 3 black dots, which could easily be like a placeholder for there's going to be more songs, which could be a new Zelda stage.
shit. Yeah.
More everything. My favorite series is Zelda. I want everything you can give me. I'll take anything. So I'm just so hyped about it because it could. I really see him.
Oh yeah.
I give it like an 80% chance just because new.
I'd say like 65.
Characters that have their own movesets for me, I rate lower just because I got that headset.
Yeah.
Where, echoes get high percentages for me.
Well, because they're just easier to make, really.
It's not that big of a deal to stretch out to say a character with an echo. But
Yeah.
Skull Kid would be really cool. I'm just a Zelda fanboy, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But if they added a Zelda character and they're doing villain themes again, Young Link could be with Majora.
Yeah.
Call him Majora, I'm sorry.
but
That'd be really neat.
my next one, honestly,
Oh, you did. You gave it a 65.
honestly, is a little. It's kind of obvious that, if they didn't do it, the only reason why they wouldn't be doing it is because of the creator of the series. But they have a Solaire amiibo coming out. Put that dude in the game. As much as I would like Siegward, which is, well, not that anyone knows, this is a little bit of an inside thing, not to the audience, but to Cole. It's the guy who plays Wardo off of. But Siegward would be a lot better than Solaire as a Dark Souls representative, I feel like. But overall, the whole Praise the Sun meme comes from him, so I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have a Dark Souls character in it, especially Solaire since it's already an amiibo, and that amiibo may or may not have that same extended capability function that the Bandanity does. So, just going off of that information that some amiibos are already having that feature to them, that might be the case for Solaire, because what the hell else would you use it other than for Dark Souls?
I didn't check if that one had it or not. I just heard a lot of that Bandana D.
But the only reason why they wouldn't, and the only reason why my percentage for this character being in is only 40%, is because the creator of Dark Souls is one of those kinds of people who, I mean, if you look at Sakurai, and if you look at fucking, who made, why am I blanking on this? Guy who made Metal Gear. I'm blanking on this.
Oh, you're trying to get me to help?
Kojima.
Yeah, that guy.
Kojima.
The guy who made Snake.
Yeah. But him,
The fourth
but
guy
Sakurai,
from Star Fox.
But Sakurai and Kojima, those two are they're friends. So the reasoning of why Snake's in Smash is because, and now anyways, because it's almost like getting back at Konami for it. In a sense, where it's haha, he's in Smash again. Because Konami didn't want him in Smash, but Kojima did, as far as I can remember. But the creator of Dark Souls is that kind of person who's
This would taint the value of the characters in my story
type of thing. So he wouldn't want him in, probably. But if they did, and since they already have the licensing to the character currently for the amiibo, for the purpose of the amiibo, I feel like they would be able to do it. I don't know. Like, it makes sense to me. But having a Dark Souls rep would be probably more moving for people, like, in terms of, like, the direction of the game, like, what kind of games are they trying to grab here, versus, like, oh, here's another Nintendo character, or whatever. Like, not that that would be a problem, I just feel like having at least one of those characters, like Cloud, or even Bayonetta, who's not even really originally a Nintendo-centric character, is like, there we go, they're in.
Bayonetta's only been on your Nintendo.
No, that's not true.
Are you sure?
Bayonetta 1 was on PS3 and all these other consoles.
I didn't know shit about that.
Yeah, there you go. More you know. But
I don't like Bayonetta. And it's entirely because she kills me every time I fight her.
so your percentage on Solaire?
Hearing you talk about it, I give it like a 27.
27%.
I couldn't choose between 25 and 30, so I gave it 27.
Alright, sounds good. What's your next one, boy? You've had plenty of time to think.
We're going back to Zelda. We're going Impa.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Impa would be a nice choice. Because she's in.
I would want
every
her
single game.
as an original character, but they
Echo
probably
of
do
Sheik.
something like Echo of Sheik from like Ocarina
Yeah.
when they showed her in that game.
Because I always thought
She was the leader of
design-wise,
the Sheikah tribe, so.
yeah, design-wise, I always thought that she looked really nice. Like, I don't know, it was a very nice design, very clean.
I would, because I played a lot of Zelda games. I'm just saying, Impa.
Oh yeah.
Impa has Generation 2. Like, she has the whole being reborn thing, like Link, Zelda, and I want to say Ganondorf, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah, well, Ganon's like,
he's weird.
yeah, Ganon's the weird one. He's like he's
No,
a spirit.
Where's Demise is Ganondorf's Echo. I
That'd be cool.
predict every Zelda character in Smash. I changed my mind.
But Impa, I'd probably say like 40%.
She's an Echo for me that's getting like a 50. Like, she's not very likely in my head.
Yeah.
But if they did a Zelda Echo, I think it would be of Sheik. Maybe they would do Toon Zelda of Zelda. Who knows?
For me, my number 6, I gotta say, I was talking to Donovan about it. Donovan Diamond Gamer, for those at home who don't know who I'm talking about.
Tetris Block.
No, not Tetris Block, that's his guess. But, if they added Ken as a separate character, not an Echo, but a separate character.
No, not happening.
If they added Ken, that would be amazing. Especially for him, because that's like his favorite character. But it kind of just makes sense in a way. Like,
Okay. So my thing on this Ken was like the original clone character. That's what he is known for. So I
you're
feel like
triggering a lot of Street Fighter fans, by the way.
I
But-
play Ken over Reeve, but
They're
he's
not the
different
same.
now.
Yeah, they're not the same at all.
But I'm just saying, I feel like they would.
Make him an Echo Fighter because of that.
Yeah, like.
It makes sense. I see your logic. But what's your percentage?
Like Ken? I actually think he's pretty low. I'd give him like a 65. Maybe 60. 62.5.
100% chance.
Ooh, we got a hundo in here.
I'm seeing it. I really do see the future here on this one. I'm like, why wouldn't they?
We gotta get like a score on our list. Like the higher it is, we get more points if it's right.
Oh, I won. Mine's better. But what's your next one?
You're on so fast.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, I've already had this. Cole, you should have seen. I really wish I would have recorded my entire ballot list back when the day they came out. I was like, it was like 50, maybe even more.
I guess I'll pitch an easy one out here because it's possible.
All right.
But like Gino, because everyone talks about it.
Everyone.
Everyone.
wants Gino.
I didn't even know Mario. I don't even know what it's called, RPG or something. I didn't.
Mario RPG.
I didn't even
Legend
know
of
it was a
Seven Stars,
game until
baby.
people were guessing Gino back in Smash 4.
By the way, it's a good ass game. If you haven't seen it or played it, you should check it out. It's really good.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it, but
arguably the best game on the Switch.
But a lot of people I watch are always talking about how the holy trinity of like not gonna happen in Smash was King K. Rool, Ridley, and Gino, and like 2 of those are already in. So everyone's
So they gotta complete it.
people are like ready for Gino. Probably gonna be the last reveal or some shit. Which is why they might not have put Waluigi in, because they wanted a different Mario rep than Waluigi.
I have like a weird love-hate relationship with Gino because it's kind of cool because he's like the only character in the entire Mario universe that uses a gun. Because that's how he fights. But like, at the same time, it's kind of like he doesn't even like. He's not even really a character in a way. His lore is very strange. Like, his lore is very strange. He's only been in one game. And that game is so far gone and forgotten at this point. It's like, it's almost non-existent to this point to even have it as a concept anymore. It's like, oh, Gino. And a lot of people, even around that era, who were playing games around that era, didn't even know who Gino was. Like, they just added a Gino costume in Smash 4, and a lot of people were like, oh, you guys fucking cooked him. Oh, Gino. Even though it's a girl, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
It's a girl.
It's made out of wood. It can't have a gender.
Well, that's the thing. It's like not. That's why I said it's like Gino's not really a character. It's like a doll that's been wished to life. So it doesn't really have like a personality or anything. It's just Gino. Like it's by like some little girl's doll or something like that. But like it's a really nice game. Really cool ass character. Just. It's just a little bit obscure. It's like kind of putting Professor Egad in the game, where it's like it's just one side character that shows up every now and then and is referenced every now and then within the games, but like never truly ever shows up again, like type of thing.
Like I had a point, and then I started listening to you, and I forgot it. Oh. Sakurai and Nicole way back when he was talking about Brawl and stuff.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he wanted to put Gino in Brawl, but he couldn't make a deal, basically, with Square Enix.
Yeah. Because I feel like the character is also a Square Enix property.
Yeah, it is.
Because he doesn't look like a Mario character.
Yeah, he's Square Enix property, so he'd be a Square Enix third party that'd be a Mario rep, which is really weird in my head. But
I mean, it's like getting Sora. Sora for Smash would be a licensing nightmare because Square Enix owns all of the designs and concepts for Sora, but does not own the character itself. Disney owns the character itself. So they would have to go through 2 different companies just to get the license for one character, and that one character would probably be incomplete, because I guarantee you Disney would not be okay with lending certain characters. Like, that'd be like the most difficult character I could think of to put in Smash. But if they did, it'd be like one of those things where it's like, okay, they can get anybody at this point. Nothing is impossible at this point. Get Ronald McDonald in, get Chuck Norris in. Let's get all those top 10 videos from 2007 in. Yep, let's do it. I'm on it.
I give what did I give Gino? Did I rate him yet?
You didn't.
I give him about 65-ish. Just because he's not. He probably has a huge presence in the Smash ballot, honestly.
Probably. Yeah, I can only assume.
Anyone with a costume has to have a lot of like recognition that got it in Wii U.
Yeah.
Which was like Skull Kid got one. I should be saying sorry. Inkling got added. Inkling got added. I think Daisy had one.
Inkling.
I had this in the back. King K. Rool, sorry. It was just a bunch of them that, if this train of my guesses are true, like Isabelle had one, Skull Kid had one. A lot of my guesses come from a lot of the stuff that was mentioned about this Bash Ballot.
Yeah.
Bash Smallet. Yeah. But, so, Gino had one as well, so that's kind of where I have, like, the only reason why I even consider him. So that's why I only put him at 65, because that's why. It's Wii costume and everyone wanting him.
Yeah.
Just fan votes, which is what seems to matter in this one.
Yeah. I'd say about 33% for me. So not impossible, but still not very likely. Like, it's on the weird side for me.
I'm sure it's like I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are like 100% cheats.
But that's what they
how
say
are you
every
so
time.
certain about this?
But anyway, for my next one, I'd probably have to say, God damn, it's right on the tip of my tongue that we started talking about Gino. Now I'm being you right now.
Hell yeah. Take your time.
Petey Piranha. Fucking would be
0% chance.
No, don't say that. Do not say that.
Look at
Because he was in Brawl, sort of. He was in Brawl as the boss.
You'll come back as a boss in the story?
No, I don't.
0%.
He's in so many things.
I'm
now.
sorry, I'm just cucking your guess right now.
He's been in like so many things. He was in like, I mean, obviously like he's like one of those things where he's not like a villain. He's like a creature. You know what I mean? And that's actually not a thing at all in Smash Brothers. There's no like super neutral characters.
Well, let me think of one.
Like there's like Game & Watch. That's about it. There's no like super affinity, like non-affinity.
I would say
characters.
Rob, but man, that guy has a heart.
Yeah.
Or had one.
Like, because he's your buddy. He's your robotic operational buddy. But all the other characters have some sort of affinity
Dark
towards
Pit.
something.
He's weird.
Yeah, he's like a renegade sort of character, I guess, lore-wise anyway. But like,
Pit looked in a mirror, I'm pretty sure, and he came out of the mirror or some shit like that. I'm not a Kid Icarus guy.
I don't like Kid Icarus.
I probably would play it if I had it, because I get the hints that it's kind of similar to Zelda in a way.
Kind of.
Just eventualized, those kind of games, which I like.
But overall, I feel
Like
like
an arsenal of weapons kind of thing. But anyway, enough of that. What were we talking about?
I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like he'd be good.
I forgot what we were talking about. I already forgot. Oh yeah, 0% chance.
Petey Piranha.
I'll give you a
He's
zero. I'll
he's
give
so
you a
cool.
1%. Okay, here. You convinced me to give you 1%.
Yeah. Petey Piranha. Now, I don't necessarily see this as like a super likely thing. It's just that I feel like Petey Piranha is just... I mean, as much as I'd hate to say it, I feel like there needs to be another Mario rep by now.
Yeah, it's gonna be Gino.
Because we got Bowser Jr., but that's like on the opposite side of the spectrum. And that opposite side of the spectrum is looking a little dry now that there's only one.
I want less Marios and more Zeldas. Okay.
No.
Can I get?
But anyway, people.
Can I get the Great Deku Tree as the map for that could be added,
That'd be
please?
That'd be cool.
I want it.
I'd say Petey Piranha for me is about like a 8%, somewhere like that. Like not super likely, but then again, the only other character I can think of that's like that is like King Boo, and that doesn't seem likely to me. Like I feel like-
Regular Boo seems more likely than either of those characters in my head right now.
But I'm just saying, Petey Piranha seems pretty lit.
I'm not a huge Mario guy.
Neither am I. I'm just saying, like sometimes they got their characters down.
Mario Sunshine though, that was a kick-ass game.
And yes,
Can I
sometimes
get Shadow
kick-ass
Mario?
game. No.
Take him out of Kid Bowser Jr.
Anyway, what's your final one, Cole, before we end this
I thought I
podcast?
was on 7.
Nope.
Goku. 100%. No.
Alright, let's talk about Goku real quick. I don't think he's impossible. I'm gonna reiterate that as I swallow a pizza roll. But I definitely feel like it's still, there's something still, I don't know what exactly it is, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like there's still a barrier there somewhere that's preventing, that the world is preventing Goku from being in Smash. There's just something.
Daddy Sakurai's quote about not putting anyone in that doesn't originate from a game.
It's not even really about that.
Probably is a pretty big reason.
Maybe. But like, it's not even really about that at this point. Let's be real. I'm like,
you're right. Naruto's meant. No.
Now, if we got my boy Naruto in here, that would be a different story. But no, regardless, I feel like Goku, I'm just going to say my percentage right now on Goku. There's a chance. There's a 3% chance for Goku being in the game. 23. That is more obscure than what I gave. But, I mean, there's not really much to talk about when it comes to Goku being in Smash. It's just that, like...
He would have a very cool-ass moveset. It's just about not only... You'd have to get him from Funimation or something like that, I believe. I'm not 100% who owns him right now.
It depends on if we got him in English or not. Like, when we got Cloud in Japanese, we didn't get him in English because the voice actor said nah. Probably. I don't know. But...
Oh, there's another reason why it's low as 23. Because I looked into this. Goku's voice actor sent a tweet out like, yo, hey Ultimate, why haven't you guys got me in for Smash yet? I need a voice Goku.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. But I feel like the barrier is just because Dragon Ball specifically, and probably the character itself, is owned and licensed by so many things in certain ways. It just feels like it's almost impossible at this point. So maybe that is what that barrier is. Maybe it's a legal issue. But who knows?
It's probably just Sakurai not wanting to game with the characters. That's what I feel like it is. That's why.
Sakurai would be like,
I thought I had one more guy. Damn. I was gonna say a juicy bit, but I guess I'll do Goku. Can we give an honorable mention real quick?
Yeah, honorable mention.
Yoshimitsu. So we could have Tekken and Soul Calibur. Yeah.
Yoshimitsu would be pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie. Yoshimitsu would be... I don't know, like, he would kind of feel like he would stand out weirdly, but that's kind of what he does, so... I feel like that'd be cool.
Honorable mention Yoshimitsu, like 5%.
And then for me, on the last deal, the last pick, if I had to pick before DLC, obviously.
I forgot now. I realized why I had one less than I thought, because I said Tails and Shadow in the same...
In the same little go around.
I like skipped you, basically.
But, man, God damn it, I'm beating you all of a sudden. Like, the last one just sort of slipped me one. Fucking...
I said Goku for that.
Yeah, you did save Goku for
that. I was trying to think of people the whole time.
What am I doing? Okay, what am I doing? We need a Soul Calibur rep. Soul Calibur 6 is coming out. It's a big deal. It's a big change in the world happening right now. If you're not into it, get into it. What are you doing? The game comes out October 19th. And I just feel like at this point, Soul Calibur has evolved into, like, it shares the same tree as Smash Brothers does. In the sense that there's always a guest character. There's always been a guest character in Soul Calibur. Except for the first one, I think. And that was about it. There's always been one. And I feel like this may be a way, you know, hint hint, that Soul Calibur might be coming, Soul Calibur 6 might be coming to the Switch in some way. And I feel like if they end up doing that, there's definitely going to be a crossover character. So they haven't given much information about what's going on in that game, but in terms of like what the whole guest roster is and everything, if there are more guest characters, if it's more than just the Witcher 3 guy, Geralt, and if that's all it is, then that's whatever. But if it comes onto the Switch, I guarantee you, like Nightmare or Siegfried or somebody like super iconic, it's probably gonna be Nightmare from Soul Calibur is gonna be in this game, and that's only if the game goes. That's only if Soul Calibur 6 goes to the Switch. Percentage on that, say 25. So not super high, but at least a good chance. Like a solid chance, not like 1%. You know, like it's one of those things.
I give it about a 5%, only as DLC though.
You don't think it's gonna be on base roster?
No.
I see that, I guess, in a way. I could see it. But like I said, it all depends on if the game ends up actually coming to the Switch. Because as far as we know,
oh, dude, I forgot.
the game's not on the Switch. So, but I think that's all we have today, and I hope we've opened some conversational pieces today, as is the goal of these Gamer Speaks. We've been going for an hour and 45 minutes, so congratulations to us, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up talking about Smash Brothers.
Still talk right now.
I feel like I could too, but we are out of time, unfortunately, and we might do a part 2, maybe. Yes, no, I don't know.
Maybe a more refined.
I've
guessed.
Yeah. However, we don't really know what the future holds.
Do this every time a direct comes out. Just update our list.
I mean, it sounds.
You look like you were recording it, so we can do something like that.
Yeah, I recorded my 8th side of the list anyway.
Oh shit.
And a couple others as well. So, but other than that, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Time to do like a random thing at the end where we plug our own shit, I guess, right? As we always do at the end of these videos. So, the Twitter and Twitch descriptions, links, whatever you want to call them, are in descriptions. I'm fucking stupid. I've lost my ability to speak already. We gotta end this before I just lose my voice.
Okay.
But
click.
But they're always in the description, our Twitter and our Twitch. Always check them out. And if you're new to this channel and you clicked on this just because you saw some Smash content that you wanted to binge or something or whatever, feel free to give this video a like and also subscribe to us, because trust me, there's going to be more of this in the future.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Leading up to December 7th, I am ready.
And also possibly for other things as well. But we're a very binge-worthy channel. That's what I like to describe us as. We have almost 400 videos, I think, something like that. A lot of content. It's a lot. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I've been Emerald Gamer, Cole, and that
Cobalt Gamer, please.
And that's also Cole, and we are the Cole Train. Are you okay?
Yes.
Alright, Cole has to push out a shit, and I totally just spoke for him. He's got a smash. Alright. This is the worst ending in Emerald Gamer's history. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you.
Can I get smashed for smash?
And we will see you in another video. Goodbye.